Hi, and welcome back to another episode of A Penny Saved. And today we're going to be talking about something that, again, is going to save you some money, so stay tuned. Hi, and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about a tip that is going to save you some money. Now, it's fairly easy. It's an easy tip. You just need to use your library. Now, your library provides you books, but it also provides music and DVDs and many other services. Now, the other services I'll get into more on my website's blog and give you more details of those. But for today, we're just going to be looking at three main factors, and that is the DVDs, and the music, and the books. Now, the books, the average American family will read 5 books during the course of a year. Now, if you assume that the average cost of each of those books is $7, that's the average mass-produced book price in the U.S., then you're looking at $35 that the average family spends on books during the year. Now, of course, that may be way higher if you're buying hardbacks, or you're buying a lot of children's books if you've got young children. So yeah, that number can vary wildly. But no matter what books you're buying, using, you can go to the library and you can borrow those for free. It's a very economical way to read the books that you want to read without having to pay full price. Most of the time, you're really not going to keep those books. Now, the only books I tend to keep are books that I use as a reference book. So if you have a book you're going to be using for reference, then yeah, maybe you want to find that to buy somewhere. You could go to Amazon, or you could find it secondhand. There's different ways you can still save money on that book. You don't ever pay full price, for anything, but for those books you don't want to pay full price. So that's $35. What about music? Have you ever done what I've done many times, and that is buy a CD thinking this is going to be really good, and then go, wow, that was their worst CD ever. I hope next time they come out with one, it's going to be more like the previous ones that I've heard. I've done that many times. If you go to the library, new release CDs, you can put your name on a list. You may not get it right away, but if you can be a little bit patient, which helps, patience will save you money, then you can borrow that later and you can listen to it and say, hey, is this good? Is this good enough to buy? And you can evaluate it for free. So it's a great way to go. Average family, the average consumer, according to Recode.net, spends $28 per year on music CDs. So, assuming we've got 2 in the family that are adults, the rest may be children, but I'll assume 2 adults in your family, a mom and a dad, or 2 parental figures, you're going to be spending a total of $56 per year on music. It would be nice if you could evaluate that first, so that $56 is well spent. Sorry if I said 58, 56. It's $56. That $56 needs to be well spent. You don't want to waste your money on a CD that was just, wow, that was their worst one. What were they thinking? So yeah, evaluate it first. Find out if, this is a good album. I want to keep this. Yeah, I want to have it. Okay, movies. Movies, I know, if you're like me, I like movies. I watch a lot of movies. I rent a lot of movies from Redbox, and so on. Now, the thing I like about Redbox, you've got new movies. They only cost $1. I think it's $1.25, $1.50 now. That's really good. It really is. But fact of the matter is, a lot of times you won't return it right away. If you do, you're probably fine. You could probably just keep renting them. But if you're like me, sometimes I forget. It'll be 2 or 3 days, and that charge every day is $1.50 per day. If you forget for 2 days, you're going to end up paying almost $5 for that movie. Reminds me of Blockbuster. But if you go to the library, they have brand new movies there too. Now, again, you might have to put your name on a waiting list. You may have to wait 2 or 3 weeks before you're able to see that movie. But the good news is, you get to keep that movie for 7 days for free to watch it. That's really good. And if you're late by a day or two, at our local library, they only charge 25 cents per day. Wow, way better than $1.50. So, anyway, if you can take advantage of that, you may not watch all your movies through the library, but maybe there's some you're going, you know, I want to see that, but I don't have to see it right away, but it looks like a good movie, I want to see it. Put your name on the list at the library. It'll come up, they'll let you know when it's in, and you got 7 days to watch it. That's a good deal. So if you're like me, I watch like 1 or 2 movies a week, sometimes 3, so I assume that maybe you'll do 2 movies a month through the library. That's going to be $48 per year. So if you add those up, the books, the music, and the movies, that gives us a total savings of $139 per year. Not huge, but it all adds up. So that's good. We can use that. So we're going to do that. Now, I got the idea for this from an article in a magazine. They stated, hey, you can save hundreds. And true, maybe if you use the library for everything and you watched, as I said, 2 or 3 movies a week and you got them all through the library, yeah, you probably could save hundreds. But I think more realistically, you're looking at 7 books, you're looking at $56 on music, and you're looking at 2 movies a month. So that, I feel, is a more realistic number. So that's why I think the 139 is a better number, rather than saying, wow, you can save $800 a year. That's a little bit exaggerated, I think. So $139 per year, that's our savings. So good luck. Use your library. As I say, my blog will have more detailed information about other services that your library provides that could save you even more money if you choose to use them. Okay, I do have a quote, and the quote for today is by William Arthur Ward. I don't know who he is, but I'm sure famous, and someone will be like, oh, you don't know who he is? He's such a good guy. Anyway, I don't know who he is, but I like the quote that he gave here. Feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it. So imagine that. You buy a present for someone, you go to the pain and trouble of wrapping it, and then you just go, I'm not going to give it to them. That seems kind of stupid, huh? I guess what William Arthur Ward is saying here, that if you feel gratitude for something, if you're thankful to somebody for something, they may have given you a ride somewhere, they may have helped you out, maybe let you borrow some tools, say thank you. Express that gratitude. Say, hey, I really appreciate that. You're going to feel better for doing that, and the person that you thank is also going to feel better too. And so, yeah, that's our quote for today. Good luck with this tip. Use your library. I think you can save some money, not amazing huge amounts, but make sure you use your library. And even though it's going to be $39, it all adds up. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back next week. Thank you. Goodbye.